Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we are going to take a look at the new Amazon exclusive McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman 89 Batman and Batmobile. So this is a repaint of the Flash Batmobile that was released a few months ago. Now that first Batmobile, which I'll show you in a little bit, had a little bit of a controversy because the canopy specifically wasn't painted to match the rest of the body. And the body wasn't painted. It was just in molded plastic, which I actually like a lot, and I'll talk about it as well. But yeah, it did have some controversy. So after a lot of outcry from the fans, they went ahead and released this new Amazon exclusive Batmobile with actually a nice paint job on it and, you know, the correct canopy. It even comes with this lovely Michael Keaton action figure. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. And I already took the Batmobile out of the box. That's why it's so easy to spin this thing around. So I already opened it up. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Batmobile and let's talk about it. All right, and there she is. There is the new Batmobile. So as far as putting it together, really the only things that weren't attached were the fins. So those came unattached. So you just pop them on and you're all set. Features go, not many features to this Batmobile. The cockpit just open up by the press of a button. It pops open, then you slide it open. Then you can see all the detailing inside there. Sorry, hit the camera. So there it is. So yeah, you don't get many features with this. It's just a beautiful looking Batmobile. Now the big question is, how does it compare to the original version? And the most important question is it worth you double dipping if you've already purchased this Batmobile? So let's dive into that. So here are the two Batmobiles side by side. So you can easily see the differences, right? The one on the right, which is the original release, molded black plastic, this gray canopy that doesn't match the rest of the plastic. So that was the major offense there. Now, is it worth you double dipping to get the new Batmobile? Totally up to you. I'm a Michael Keaton Batman fanatic, so I had no problem buying another version of this because I love this Batmobile. It's my favorite Batmobile. I think it's definitely worth upgrading if you're looking for that perfect 89 Batmobile to be a part of your collection, right? Especially if you're even a casual collector and you just want an 89 Batmobile for nostalgia, just something to put in your office, put in your man cave, or put wherever. Put it, I think it's definitely worth getting this new version. Just because it's beautiful. I mean, it has a nice matte paint finish on it. The canopy matches the rest of the body, so that's correct. And it just looks really nice. Now, I will be honest with you, having this in hand now, even though I do like the matte paint finish on the one on the left, the new one, I actually do prefer the one on the right as far as the shiny black, the jet black look to it. I just like that look to it. If this canopy matched this would be a home run for me. I would actually probably have this one displayed more. But as it stands now, this is the superior Batmobile, the one on the left, just because it's consistent, has a nice matte paint finish. It looks great. But I do like this one on the right quite a bit as well, because it's, jet black, shiny. I like shiny things. So there you go. I will say a couple of other things. These are both very prone to scratches. Now, so you can see my one already has a bunch of scuffs on it. And I think one of the reasons for that is I do use this a lot on my Instagram reels and content. I'm always putting figures on top of it. So it's my fault. But I will say, they are prone to scuffs. Even the new one, you might not be able to see it there, but there's like a scratch. That's from my fingernail from when I was trying to open up the canopy. So it was very delicate to the touch, in my opinion. Again, I don't have like talon nails, so I was surprised that I was able to scratch it so easily. So just something to be mindful of. I'm pretty rough with my action figures and collectibles, so maybe that's just on me. But yeah, it is easy to scratch these guys up. But there you go. There's the Batmobile. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the figure that this came with. So I have it actually handy here. So here it is. Here's Michael Keaton as Batman. Now, this is, like I mentioned a few moments ago, Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. Batman 89 is my favorite Batman movie. So my bias here is intense. I'm just so happy we have a 7-inch scale McFarlane version of this suit. And for the most part, I think it's pretty perfect. I think the one glaring thing that, most people have brought up is how the head should have been attached to the neck. Because as we all know, Michael Keaton isn't able to do this in the Batman movies. Even the new Flash movie, he didn't want to be able to look up, look down, because it's been iconic now, the Batman turn. So this is inaccurate, right? He's not supposed to have head articulation. So I would have much preferred for them to connect the head to the neck. And I know they're able to do it because they've done it randomly on some other Batman figures from McFarlane Toys where the head's connected to the neck. So I'm not sure why they went this route. But again, that's my only quibble with this figure. The other thing you could say, of course, is the cloth cape, which I do actually like, should have come all the way to the chest, and create that nice draping motion. That would have been really nice, obviously, if it had come like that. But it doesn't bother me too much because I actually like displaying him like this, so you can see the full suit. So that doesn't bother me as much. Now, the rest of the suit, this figure is exclusive to the set with the Batmobile over here. What makes it exclusive or makes it different from the regular release they're going to have is the gold. It has a gold belt and gold instead of yellow around the bat emblem. There's a Batman 6-pack coming out momentarily that has all 6 movie Batmans in it. That one is going to have a yellow bat emblem and a yellow belt, just like he does in the movie. He doesn't have a gold belt in the movie, so this is definitely more just for the action figure, and I think it looks fantastic. It looks really snazzy having this gold belt and gold emblem. As far as articulation goes, it's a McFarlane action figure, so you have your typical articulation there. Again, has too much neck movement for Michael Keaton. I do like the cloth good capes. I actually prefer plastic capes, but this works. And of course, it makes sense that it's a cloth good cape, so that way you can get it easily into the Batmobile. But yeah, I love this figure. This is my favorite Batsuit. To have it immortalized in the 7-inch scale. The only other 7-inch Batman we have, with Michael Keaton is from NECA, which is a beautiful figure, but that came out a long time ago. So I'm glad we have this to go along with the Flash Batman that was recently released. So it's just great we have both of these suits here. And love the detailing on this costume. It looks like the 89 suit. Again, other than the cape and the neck being attached, I really dig this action figure. I haven't really tried to put it in the Batmobile yet. So let's go ahead and try it. Let's see if I can get him into the Batmobile. So just give me one sec. Alright, so I got him into the Batmobile with minimal fuss. I put the ears behind this piece here so I can make sure that it closes. But there he is inside of the Batmobile. Now let's close him. Close it up. And there it is. There is Michael Keaton inside of his Batmobile. So, yeah, I'll probably just leave him in there, honestly, because I am getting that 6-pack with the other Michael Keaton Batman. So I might just leave this one displayed like this. So, there it is. So again, final thoughts on this Batmobile. If you're a Michael Keaton fanatic and you love the 89 Batmobile and you have the means, highly recommend this. If you already have the original McFarlane release of this Batmobile and you're wondering if you should double dip or not, it's totally up to you. If you're happy with this one on the left, then I think you're happy with it. It's really up to you if you want this new one. Obviously, I do wish. I'm going to contradict myself, right? Because I did say I like this one a little bit more with the jet black molded plastic. But I do wish they had just released this one on the right first. And this would have been the main Batmobile. Because obviously, it does suck if you bought the one on the left and you want the one on the right. But this is, $80 or $75 plus tax. So it's expensive. And even it's an Amazon exclusive. So you can't even just get it easily, which I think kind of sucks. I, again, don't know the logic in that. This is something that flew off the shelves. Even this, having the wrong canopy on it, sold out everywhere as far as I'm concerned. And this is one that had the wrong colored canopy on it. This one, even though it was a second release, still would have sold like gangbusters, in my opinion. So not really sure why we had to make it exclusive. I would have much preferred that they had just made this readily available to whoever wants it. Because this is an iconic Batmobile. Even people who don't collect McFarlane Toys on the regular would pick up this Batmobile just to put in their office, put in their home, maybe put on their coffee table. My wife won't let me put it on the coffee table, but you know. And the only other option you have with the Keaton Batmobile is the Lego Batmobile, which is awesome, and I still have that probably displayed. You also have the Hot Toys Batmobile, which actually is getting a re-release, but that's like $600. So this Batmobile here, especially this new Amazon one that has the correct, you know, paint job on it, it's just, you know, for $75, it's actually a pretty well priced Batmobile. Like, it doesn't have a lot of features, doesn't have guns popping up, but if you just want a nice display piece, I think it's totally worth it. Again, in my opinion, you might not think that, but that's my opinion on it. So yeah, I love this. I'm glad I picked it up. It was totally worth it for me. I'm not sure which one I'm going to display or where, because again, I take a lot of pictures of figures on top of that Batmobile. I don't know if I want to do it with this one, but I think it's going to get scuffed up really quickly if I do that. Again, I already scratched it just with my, with my nail. So yeah, just be cognizant of it. But there you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you prefer this version? Are you going to double dip? Let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time today. I'll be posting a lot more content on my Instagram, Asoka the Geek, all one word on Instagram. So please consider following me there. And that's about it. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.